Hi everyone, my name is Simi, and on behalf of my Team AfriMeducate, I'm excited to present our idea for the Deep Learning in Daba Ideathon. Our project focuses on transforming medical education in Africa using AI-powered simulation-based learning. Now, to understand why our solution matters, let's look at the problem. Africa has a clinical skills training problem. Now meet Emmanuel, a fourth-year medical student in Lagos, Nigeria. He has learned about Western-centric diseases like the Lyme disease and other Western diseases from his textbooks, but he has never practiced treating malaria, tuberculosis, typhoid, and other diseases that are prevalent in Africa, which he will deal with daily. And he only gets a chance to practice a few times during clinical rotations because of the infrastructural problems in African medical schools. And you also have busy medical faculty who cannot offer personalized and structured feedback on his performance, which is necessary for improvement. Emmanuel is not alone. Hundreds of thousands of African medical students face this same reality. Now, these are the critical gaps in African medical education and training. You have limited simulation centers, you have high student-to-faculty ratios, and you have the relevant curriculum which lacks the local African cultural context and does not reflect our clinical realities. And this limited simulation centers also limit hands-on clinical practice, and the high student-to-faculty ratio means there will be minimal personalized feedback for medical students. Now, looking at those critical gaps, what is at stake? This is going to lead to underprepared doctors, right? And when you have underprepared doctors with inadequate training, they can't respond effectively to local health challenges. And this quality gap in medical training also separates African healthcare from global standards. And you can see the direct link between poorly trained doctors and a poor healthcare system. There is a lot at stake, and we need to take action urgently. Now, that is where Team AfriMeducate comes in. Our mission is to bridge this clinical skills gap, democratize access to simulation-based learning, ensure contextual relevance, so the training content, which is patient cases in this case, is accurately tailored for local African diseases, languages, and cultural contexts, and also support faculty and students through structured and personalized feedback. The core vision is to empower African medical students with world-class contextualized clinical skills to improve health care outcomes across the continent. Now, let's dive into our solution. We are developing an accessible, gamified mobile app leveraging generative AI to provide African medical students with tailored simulation-based learning and personalized feedback, bridging their clinical skills gap. Now, there are 4 key points you need to note here. One is tailored patient cases. So AI is generating diverse and culturally relevant patient cases reflecting African clinical realities. We also have interactive learning, which is powered by our engaging and gamified user experience, and personalized feedback, where the AI is able to provide immediate feedback and personalized insights based on the structured rubric that assesses the student's clinical skills. And it's also going to be scalable and accessible, so it can be used and adopted in low-resource contexts like Africa. We are not just building an app, we are empowering Emmanuel and thousands of medical students like him with simulation-based learning tools to become the confident and competent doctors that Africa deserves. Now let's look at how our app works. You have a user who signs up, and during the sign-up process, there's an onboarding where personalization information is collected. Then the user selects a patient case from the case library, and then they have to complete certain clinical tasks like history, exam, physical exam, diagnosis, findings, and then they send their responses, right, and then they receive feedback. And we also have these gamification features like the streak system for tracking daily practice consistency and the leaderboard. Now let's look at a quick demo of how this works. This is our web platform. So I can select a medical school, select my year, location. I'm currently signed in. I can select my areas of interest, and I can start learning. So this is my dashboard showing some cases I've completed. This is going to be used on a mobile app, but we're just demonstrating this on a web app. So I can see the case library, which contains patient cases reflecting African clinical realities. Now let me go to the case library and select a case I've already completed. So this is the history taking part, and I can chat with the patient interactively, right, through text or audio modality. So I'm going to use these quick questions due to time constraints of this presentation. So I can chat, ask questions, the AI generates responses. That has not been integrated yet. I can ask questions here. I can ask questions here. I can ask questions here. So all of these things are going to be taken into account during the feedback. Ask questions, chat with the patient. So next phase, then I can complete the history taking. Then I can go into the physical examination part where I document my findings. So I'm going to fill this with some dummy text. Now this is for demonstration purposes. Now you can see all the relevant physical examinations will need to be filled, information will need to be filled in by the student. And then the student proceeds to differential diagnosis. And I can add a differential diagnosis based on what I've seen. Add this, then state my investigation plan, my initial management plan, then review my responses and submit this. Now, the AI analyzes all the responses that the student has provided and provides feedback for the student. So it's analyzing. Now you can see there's a structured rubric that has clinical reasoning, differential diagnosis, communication skills, patient education, and cultural awareness. And the AI analyzes the student's performance through LLM reasoning and is able to provide all of this feedback, identify key strengths, areas of improvement, and the overall feedback. Now let's go back to the dashboard. You also have a leaderboard where the students can see how they compete with other students in medical schools. This is to drive engagement and user adoption. And you can also see the user streak and badges, right? All of this is to make it a gamified learning experience. So that is a quick demo. Now let's see the significance and potential impact. We are bridging the training gap, which is clear. We are building more competent doctors, and we are improving healthcare outcomes in the region. This is very, very important, and the impact is going to be widespread. Now, who are we trying to serve? We are serving medical students who will be our primary users, and their pain point is limited access to practical training and no structured feedback, which we've talked about. Then we are also serving medical faculty by doing the heavy lifting for them to give their students more practice. Then we are also serving medical schools who will be our institutional partners, right? And their pain point is the lack of physical simulation centers. Now let's look at the market opportunities to show that this solution is very scalable and can hit the market. So there's a vast and untapped market for medical education technology. So medical education in Africa, you have up to more than 170 medical schools across sub-Saharan Africa, right? And Nigeria, which is our first market we are trying to build in, trains 10,000 plus medical students. And WHO projects 6.1 million healthcare workers shortage in Africa by 2030, right? And another major market opportunity is the simulation gap. So out of these medical schools, less than 10% of them have functional simulation centers. Now let's see our business model for long-term sustainability and widespread impact. So our value proposition, accessible AI simulations for providing students with tailored clinical practice and personalized feedback, which is otherwise unavailable to them. Our revenue streams will be primarily through affordable student subscriptions and partnerships with medical schools. And our key partnerships would be with medical schools and faculty for validation, adoption, and local content expertise. Now, what is our go-to-market strategy? So we are going to secure this adoption by partnering directly with medical schools, which has been mentioned, to build our user adoption in with medical students. We are going to build grassroots demand through student associations, faculty champions and pilot programs. Then our strategic partnerships also with local health organizations and tech partners for expanded reach. Now let's look at a SWOT analysis. So our strengths, the simulation-based learning, the personalized feedback which addresses Africa-specific challenges in medical education. And we're also leveraging accessible mobile technology, right? Since these medical students already have access to phones and laptops in some cases. The weaknesses now is, this is going to rely on external validation by busy faculty because they will be helping us validate the patient cases that the AI has generated before we are able to have a lot of patient cases to fine-tune our AI model for. So this robust content review process is operationally it might be operationally difficult at the initial stages, but we are always going to find ways to mitigate this. Now, the opportunities, we have a vast underserved market, right, and growing digital literacy among students. So this presents immense potential for rapid and scalable adoption, right, to help us make this significant impact. Then our threats are limited internet connectivity, device fragmentation, and potential resistance to new tech by these students, right? And all of these things are common in low resource context, but through constant iterations and working closely with these students and the medical schools who are our main users, we believe we are going to build a solution that is not just an app, but tackles this real problem. Now, our implementation roadmap, phase 1, we do research and idea validation through user surveys, demand assessment. Phase 2, so we are running phase 1 and phase 2 simultaneously now, is the MVP development, just like the web app platform we just showed you. Then phase 3 is the pilot testing. Phase 4 is our MVP launch. And phase 5 is continuous assessment to ensure that we are continuous improvement to ensure that we are improving this app based on user needs and feedback. Now, what are the measurable outcomes? We want a 20% higher score in post-pilot clinical assessment, 75% user retention, 3 medical school partnerships, and greater than 200 total registered users in our first year. Now, let's look at risk mitigation and ethical considerations. So there are going to be risks with data privacy, bias and fairness, user safety, implementation risks, and ethical responsibility, and we are going to consider all of these risks while developing our AI models and developing our product. And this is our team, diverse skill sets. I'm Simi, an AI student and researcher. We have Comfort, who is a medical doctor and an AI researcher. We have Nathaniel, a software engineer and CS student. And we have Khalifa, a software and UI UX developer. And we also come from different countries who understand this clinical skills gap. Thank you very much. On behalf of Team AfriMeducate, I say thank you to the organizers of this hackathon, and we believe our solution is going to make a widespread impact and transform medical education in Africa. Thank you.